Imagine waking up some mornings feeling a subtle weight, a quiet whisper that tells you perhaps your best days are behind you. Have you ever caught yourself thinking, I'm just getting old, when you forget a name, or feel a new ache, or even hesitate to try something new? It's a pervasive narrative in our society. Isn't it a story that subtly, sometimes not so subtly, tells us that as we add years, we subtract possibilities? This harmful belief system can make us feel limited, sidelined, and, frankly, a bit sad about a natural process that should be celebrated. But here's the secret, and it's a powerful one. So much of what we've been led to believe about aging simply isn't true. These aren't just minor misconceptions. They are deeply ingrained myths that actively steal our joy, our potential, and our vibrancy. In this video, we're going to dive headfirst into 6 of the most common aging myths that make you feel old, but are actually completely false. We're going to expose them for what they are and empower you with the truth. So stay with me, because if you watch to the very end, there's something waiting for you that might just surprise you and completely shift your perspective on what's possible at any age. Let's start with the very first myth, one that often creeps into our thoughts and limits us before we even begin the idea that you're simply too old to learn new things or change. How many times have you heard someone say, "You can't teach an old dog new tricks," or perhaps even said it yourself? This myth suggests that once you reach a certain age, your brain becomes rigid, resistant to new information, and that personal growth is largely over. It implies that memory loss is inevitable, and that trying to pick up a new skill is a futile exercise. This couldn't be further from the truth. The human brain is an incredibly adaptable and resilient organ, far more so than we once believed. Scientists now understand the concept of neuroplasticity, which means your brain's ability to reorganize itself by forming new neural connections throughout life. It's not just for children. It continues well into our later years. This means you absolutely can learn a new language, master a musical instrument, pick up a new hobby like painting or coding, or even navigate complex new technologies like social media or video editing. In fact, engaging in these types of mentally stimulating activities can actually help build cognitive reserve, which is like a protective buffer for your brain, potentially delaying the onset of age-related cognitive decline and keeping your mind sharp and active. So, what can you do to debunk this myth in your own life? It starts with curiosity. Look for opportunities to engage your mind in novel ways. Maybe you've always wanted to learn to play the piano, or perhaps you're fascinated by history and want to take an online course. Sign up for a community college class, join a book club, or even challenge yourself with daily brain games and puzzles. Think about starting small. If learning a new language feels daunting, begin with just a few phrases a day. If mastering a new app on your phone seems overwhelming, find a grandchild or a friend to walk you through it patiently. The key is consistent, curious engagement. Imagine the satisfaction of surprising yourself and others by confidently navigating a new app or striking up a conversation in a foreign language you just learned. There are countless inspiring stories of people who, in their 70s, 80s, and even 90s, have started new businesses, earned degrees, or embarked on adventures they never thought possible. Their vibrant lives are living proof that age is no barrier to learning and growing. Now, let's tackle a second persistent myth that often holds us back. Especially when it comes to our physical well-being, the belief that exercise isn't safe or effective for older adults. This myth often comes packaged with worries about injury, fragility, or simply the idea that, what's the point? When you're past a certain age, you might hear comments like, just take it easy, or don't push yourself too hard. While common sense about safety is always important, this myth profoundly underestimates the incredible benefits of physical activity at every stage of life, especially as we age. The truth is, regular exercise is not just safe, but it's absolutely crucial for maintaining independence, energy, and overall quality of life as you get older. It strengthens your muscles, which in turn supports your joints and improves balance, significantly reducing the risk of falls. It keeps your bones dense and strong, helping to combat osteoporosis. Cardiovascular exercise, like brisk walking or swimming, keeps your heart and lungs healthy, improving circulation and boosting your energy levels. And let's not forget the mental benefits exercise is a powerful mood elevator, stress reducer, and can even sharpen your cognitive function. It's truly a wonder drug with no negative side effects when done correctly. So, how do you integrate exercise safely and effectively into your routine? The most important thing is to start where you are and listen to your body. And always consult with your doctor before beginning any new exercise program, especially if you have existing health conditions. Don't feel you need to run marathons or lift heavy weights unless that's already your passion and you're cleared for it. Simple, consistent movement makes a world of difference. Think about incorporating daily brisk walks, even just 15 to 20 minutes to start. Water aerobics or swimming are fantastic options because the buoyancy of the water reduces impact on your joints. Chair yoga or gentle stretching can improve flexibility and reduce stiffness. Resistance band exercises are excellent for building muscle strength without heavy weights. The key is consistency and finding activities you genuinely enjoy, so you'll stick with them. Remember, any movement is better than no movement. Don't compare yourself to others or to your younger self. Focus on what you can do and celebrate every small victory. You'll be amazed at how quickly your strength, balance, and overall sense of vitality can improve. Just imagine moving through your day with more ease, less stiffness, and a renewed sense of physical capability. Now that we've debunked the myths around learning and exercise, let's continue our journey by exploring more of these limiting beliefs and uncovering the liberating truths that lie beneath. Continuing our exploration of common aging myths, let's address one that can feel particularly isolating: the idea that loneliness is an unavoidable part of aging. It's a painful thought. Isn't it the image of an elderly person sitting alone, disconnected from the world? While life changes, friends might move or pass away. Family might live far apart. The notion that loneliness is an inevitable companion to aging is a profound misconception. Human beings are inherently social creatures, and our need for connection doesn't diminish with age. In fact, it becomes even more vital for our well-being. The truth is, maintaining strong social connections is a powerful antidote to many of the challenges associated with aging. Social engagement has been linked to better cognitive function, improved mood, and even a longer lifespan. When we feel connected, we feel purpose. We have people to share our joys and burdens with, and we maintain a sense of belonging. The absence of connection can lead to feelings of isolation, depression, and even a decline in physical health. So, how can we actively cultivate and nurture our social bonds as we age? It starts with intentional effort. Consider joining groups or clubs that align with your interests, whether it's a gardening club, a bridge group, a local walking club, or a book discussion group at your library. Volunteering your time for a cause you care about is another wonderful way to meet like-minded people and contribute meaningfully to your community. Reach out to old friends you haven't spoken to in a while, perhaps suggesting a regular phone call or video chat. Don't underestimate the power of intergenerational connections. Spending time with younger family members or mentoring someone can be incredibly enriching for both sides. Even engaging in online communities focused on your hobbies can provide a sense of connection, though face-to-face interaction is always ideal. The key is to be proactive. If you're feeling a bit isolated, remember that many others feel the same way and are often eager to connect. Take that first step. Invite someone for a cup of tea, attend a local event, or explore a new class. You might be surprised by the vibrant community that's waiting for you, eager to share laughter, stories, and companionship. Next, we confront a myth that many of us implicitly accept, often with a sigh of resignation: the belief that aches and pains are just part of getting old and can't really be helped. How often have you heard someone dismiss a persistent ache with, "Oh, that's just my age," rather than seeking a solution? While it's true that our bodies undergo changes as we age, and some stiffness might be common, chronic, debilitating pain is not an inevitable sentence for everyone. Accepting pain as unavoidable means missing out on effective treatments and strategies that can dramatically improve your comfort and mobility. Modern medicine and a deeper understanding of the body have provided us with numerous ways to manage and even alleviate many common age-related pains. Conditions like arthritis, joint pain, or back pain can often be significantly reduced through a combination of approaches. Many aches are due to things like inflammation, muscle imbalances, poor posture, or lack of movement, all of which can be addressed. What can you do instead of just accepting pain first and foremost? Never ignore persistent pain. Always consult your doctor to get an accurate diagnosis. Once you know the cause, you can work with healthcare professionals on a tailored plan. This might include physical therapy, incredibly effective at improving strength, flexibility, and mobility, gentle, low-impact exercise, as we discussed earlier, can actually reduce pain by strengthening supporting muscles and improving circulation. Dietary changes, like incorporating anti-inflammatory foods, think berries, leafy greens, fatty fish, and reducing processed foods, can also make a significant difference. Managing stress, ensuring adequate sleep, and maintaining a healthy weight are also crucial components. Don't be afraid to explore complementary therapies like acupuncture, massage, or gentle stretching if your doctor approves. The goal isn't necessarily to eliminate every single twinge, but to significantly reduce chronic pain to a manageable level so it doesn't dictate your daily life. Imagine waking up with less stiffness, moving through your day with greater ease, and enjoying activities you once thought were off limits. You deserve to live with comfort and joy, not constant discomfort. Now, let's talk about another myth that often gets whispered with good intentions but can be incredibly damaging: the idea that you should slow down and take it easy as you age. This myth suggests that retirement means retreating from active life, avoiding challenges, and essentially winding down. While rest and relaxation are important, especially as we gain wisdom, this advice can easily translate into disengagement, boredom, and a loss of purpose. It implies that your productive, challenging days are over and that you should simply cruise to the finish line. The truth is, maintaining purpose, staying engaged, and even embracing new challenges are vital for a fulfilling and vibrant later life. A sense of purpose acts like a guiding star, providing direction and meaning. When you have something to strive for, something to contribute to, it injects energy and vitality into your days. It keeps your mind sharp, your body active, and your spirit uplifted. People who remain engaged in meaningful activities often report higher levels of happiness, better physical health, and a stronger sense of identity. So, how do you actively challenge this slow down myth instead of retreating? Lean into your passions. If you always dreamed of writing a book, start writing. If you love gardening, expand your garden or join a community garden plot. If you've always wanted to travel, start planning that adventure, even if it's just a weekend trip initially. Consider taking on a part-time job or volunteer role that aligns with your values. Think about what truly excites you, what sparks your curiosity, and what makes you feel alive. Perhaps it's learning a new skill, contributing to a local charity, or simply becoming more involved in your neighborhood. Don't shy away from setting new goals, big or small. The point isn't to be constantly busy, but to be intentionally engaged in activities that bring you joy, purpose, and a sense of contribution. Remember, life isn't about slowing down. It's about shifting gears and finding new avenues for growth and enjoyment. Your golden years are an opportunity to pursue what truly matters to you, often with more freedom and time than ever before. Finally, let's confront the most overarching and perhaps most damaging myth of all: the belief that your best years are behind you. This myth paints aging as a continuous downward slope, a period of loss and decline, rather than growth and new opportunities. It's a pervasive narrative that can make us feel a deep sense of nostalgia for the past and dread for the future, robbing us of the joy and potential of the present moment. But here's the powerful, liberating truth: your best years are absolutely not behind you. In many ways, they are still ahead, or you are living them right now. As you age, you accumulate a treasure trove of wisdom, experience, and resilience that younger generations can only dream of. You often have more freedom, from career pressures, from raising young children, allowing you to finally pursue hobbies, travel, or dedicate time to personal growth that was impossible before. You have a deeper understanding of what truly matters, and often, a greater appreciation for the simple joys of life. Many people report feeling more content, less anxious, and more authentically themselves in their later years. So, how do you embrace the idea that your best years are now, or yet to come? It begins with a shift in perspective. Practice gratitude for the wisdom you've gained, the challenges you've overcome, and the unique person you've become, instead of dwelling on what might be lost. Focus on the opportunities that are opening up. What have you always wanted to do but never had the time for? What skills do you want to master? What connections do you want to deepen? Embrace the freedom to define your own path, to say yes to new adventures and no to things that no longer serve you. This is your time to live authentically, to share your wisdom, and to explore new dimensions of yourself. Don't let society's narrow definition of best dictate your experience. Your best years are the ones you choose to make the best, filled with purpose, connection, and joy. Regardless of the number of candles on your birthday cake, it's about celebrating where you are and excitedly looking forward to what comes next. We've journeyed through some deeply ingrained beliefs about aging today, and I hope by now you're feeling a liberating shift in your perspective. We've seen how the idea that our brains become fixed and unable to learn new things is simply false, revealing the incredible neuroplasticity that allows us to keep growing, acquiring new skills, and staying mentally vibrant throughout our lives. We've replaced the myth of exercise being unsafe with the powerful truth that consistent, appropriate physical activity is one of the greatest gifts you can give your body. Enhancing strength, balance, and overall vitality. No matter your age, we then confronted the painful notion that loneliness is an inevitable companion in later years, and instead, we celebrated the profound importance of social connection, showing how proactive engagement can fill your life with companionship, purpose, and joy. We moved on to challenge the idea that aches and pains are just something to be endured, highlighting that many common discomforts are manageable, treatable, and not an unchangeable part of getting older, encouraging you to seek solutions and better quality of life. And we debunked the well-meaning but ultimately limiting advice to simply slow down as you age, affirming instead the vital role of purpose, engagement, and continued challenge in fostering a truly fulfilling life. Finally, and perhaps most importantly, we completely dismantled the damaging myth that your best years are behind you, unveiling the incredible wisdom, freedom, and new opportunities that truly define this stage of life, reminding you that your most vibrant chapters are often still being written. Think about the sheer power of shifting from a mindset of limitation to one of endless possibility. It's not just about debunking these myths intellectually, it's about feeling them in your bones, in your daily choices, in your outlook. It's about understanding that the narrative of aging isn't written for you. It's written by you, with every decision you make, every new thing you try, and every connection you nurture. These aren't just minor adjustments we're talking about. These are fundamental shifts that can revolutionize how you experience your golden years. Remember? Every small step you take to challenge these myths is a step towards a more joyful, more fulfilling, and more empowered life. Whether it's starting a new hobby you've always put off, finding a gentle exercise routine that feels good, reaching out to an old friend, discussing a persistent ache with your doctor, or simply choosing to view your day with gratitude and curiosity. Each action builds on the last. It's not about perfection. It's about progress, about choosing vibrancy over resignation, engagement over retreat. And now, for that surprise I promised you at the beginning of the video, something that truly has the power to shift everything. The biggest surprise, the most profound truth. Is this the power to redefine your aging journey? To truly live your best life at any age, resides entirely within you. It's not dependent on some external factor, some magic pill, or a sudden stroke of luck. It's in your mindset, your choices, your willingness to challenge what you've been told, and your courage to embrace what's truly possible. You are not a passive recipient of aging. You are an active participant, a co-creator of your experience, your wisdom, your resilience, your unique perspective. These are your superpowers now. This realization, this deep understanding of your own agency, is the most liberating truth of all. You have the power to create a vibrant, purposeful, and joyful future for yourself. Regardless of the number of years you've lived, this is your time to thrive, to explore, to connect, and to contribute in ways you may have never imagined. This is your moment to truly own your age, not as a limitation, but as a profound advantage. I truly hope this video has inspired you, challenged some old notions, and filled you with a renewed sense of hope and excitement for the years ahead. I'd love to hear from you. Which of these myths resonated most with you? Have you debunked any of these in your own life? Or are you planning to start today? Share your thoughts, your experiences, and your questions in the comments below. Your story could be the inspiration someone else needs. If you found this video helpful and uplifting, please give it a big thumbs up. Liking the video tells me that this kind of content is valuable to you and helps more wonderful people like you find our community. And if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on future videos designed to help you live your best life at every age. We're building a community of empowered, vibrant individuals who refuse to be defined by outdated myths. And we'd love for you to be a part of it. Thank you so much for spending this time with me today. Remember, every day is an opportunity to learn, to grow, to connect, and to live with purpose. Don't let anyone, including yourself, tell you that your best days are behind you. Embrace your journey, celebrate your wisdom, and live your best life at every age. You truly deserve it.